PJBT bowlers, while you're practicing, just a reminder, you do need to declare an order before you start your match. Stacy will be taking the order for the scratch teams. On the left side, I will take the orders for the handicap on the right side. Okay?
Test, 1, 2, 3. Yay! We got sound, ladies and gentlemen. Do we still have sound? Very good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour Baker Team Tournament. First ever here for the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. We are coming to you from ABC West Lanes in Mechanicsburg. We are down to the top 6 teams in scratch and the top 6 teams in handicap. As you can see, I have the screen split at this moment. It's going to be a little bit difficult to see how this works right now. The 1 seed is facing the 6 seed, the 2 seed is facing the 5 seed, and the 3 seed is facing the 4 seed. They are bowling until one team wins 2 games. After the team wins 2, they will move on to the top 3. The highest seed remaining after this round will be declared the number 1 seed, and the other 2 will then move to the middle lanes that we're not using yet and face off. So let's just say the number 1 seed wins, the number 2 seed wins, and the number 3 seed wins. The number 1 seed will be the top seed. The seeds 2 will bowl the seed 3, and then the winner bowls seed number 1. If the 3 seed, the 5 seed, and the 6 seed win, then the 3 seed becomes the number 1 seed, and the 5 seed and the 6 seed bowl in the semifinals, and then the winners move on to the finals. As soon as Tournament Director Matt hands me the information, I'll be able to let you know who made the top 6 on each side. How it worked today, we bowled 16 games of qualifying. If you're new to Baker Team Tournament, that sounds like a lot, but it really isn't, as each team only posts 1 scores. For those of you that don't know, it's a team of 5. Bowler 1 bowls frames 1 and 6. Bowler 2 bowls frames 2 and 7, bowler 3 bowls frames 3 and 8, bowler 4 bowls frames 4 and 9, and bowler 5 bowls frames 5 and 10. So we bowled 16 games to reach our final 6. So I probably won't do a lot of commentating here until we reach the semifinals. I will try to do my best, tell you what's going on. As always, our message board is live and operational, so feel free to chime in. If you're used to Baker Bowling, let me know what you like about it. Let me know what you don't like about it. I know it was received very well here today. I'm sure we will be adding it to our schedule each and every year. All right, having a little technical difficulties with our one camera. I will work on that. So we might see the feed go in and out a little bit till I get that camera up and running. getting the way of these two camera angles right now.
Am I all right?
At the moment, yes. In about a couple minutes, no.
You holler.
I will let you know.
Pick it up.
Okay, the wonders of letting an accountant set up live video streaming equipment. Sometimes it takes me a while to figure it out. And then we have my prodigal son sitting next to me who's going to be majoring on this stuff in college, and he just looks at his phone and not helps me. But that's okay. All right, so as soon as I could find out some scores, I will pass them along, and I will also let you know who these teams are, because I still didn't get any information handed my way. All right, so once again, the message board is live and operational. If you were here for today's tournament, tell me what you thought about it, what we did good, what you would change. For those of you that weren't here but have been exposed to Baker Team Bowling before, let me know what you like about it. Let me know what you don't like about it. I myself am a huge fan of this style. In fact, it was my kid and I that has been trying to convince Matt for about 2 years to add this tournament to the schedule. And we finally got through to him. We had a pretty good turnout here today. We had, I believe it was 29 teams all total, 145 bowlers. Like 10 feet in that direction. Probably his butt over. Ah, there he is. Hey, I have no information on who these teams are. And then give me some updates after game one.
There's the handicap sheet.
Thank you. Are these in order?
Yes, they're in order by the seating. 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4. Go straight down.
All right, so at least I got some handicap sheets now. Qualifying first is the team of Mary Beth Baker, Morgan Klein, Christina Colon, Jacob Villanueva, and David Swavely. They were at minus 172. Qualifying second is the team of Brandon Stark, Cameron Smee, Zachary Conrad, Matthew Galenik, maybe, and Elijah Missimer. I'm not very good with names. At minus 197. Qualifying third, Jacob Wakefield, Brianna Polisic, Chris Polisic, Tyler Barnhart, and little Nate Davey, minus 261. Qualifying fourth, Jacob Dent, Joseph Jurek, Landon Freeman, he's a yes. Grant Beaver, Tevin Kerr, minus 316. Qualifying fifth, James Carnell, Lucas Francis, Martin Greer, Drew Messick, maybe, and Zach Valentine, minus 317. Rounding out, sixth, Karen Harrington, maybe, Aaron Mast, Steve Razicki, maybe, Theron Steinbeck, and Nicholas Wagner at minus 348. So minus 348 to make today's cut in the handicap division. In the scratch division, your leaders. We have team names here. They're written on the sheets. Warcrest Valley, Isaac Erickson, Tony Lutz, Ben White, Colby Bennett, Ryan Graham, plus 24. They were the qualified first. Qualifying second, Anthony Nyer, Alexis Nyer, Brandon Runk, Brian Kennedy, Steve Karowski, I believe, at plus 14. Qualifying third at minus 69, Morgan Getlitz, Alex Horton, Aiden D'Souza, Antonio Reyes, and Joey Ocello. Qualifying fourth, all the way down at minus 185, Gene Blair, AccuJack Selmer, Riley Selmer, Austin Kerper, and Ryan Carlisi. Qualifying fifth at minus 192. Oh boy. Matt Zikwi, maybe. I'm sure I butchered that. Janan Gamo, maybe. Derek Lewandowski, Michael Liu, Preston Williams. Their names should be the team with the hard to pronounce names. And rounding out six, Josh Christ, Lee Irick, maybe, Aaron, Nick Meese, Sean Walsh, Dan Meese. They were at minus 223. So minus 223 made it in scratch. I did ask tournament director Matt to get me scores after game one so we could see where we're at. The teams after game one will flip pairs. I have Ms. Swavely taking a picture of me right now. I get to see how much PA Fats is becoming PA Not So Fats, slowly but surely. All right, so for game two, the teams flip-flop pairs. And if there is a game three necessary, I believe the higher seed will have lane choice. After we are done with this round, the scratch teams will move to lanes 37 and 38. The handicap teams will move to 39 and 40. I will go to the middle camera, and we will watch the semifinals and the finals together. Like to say hi to all my friends out there in YouTube land. Thanks for watching us today, spending some of your precious time with us here on the PJBT. You only have a few more tournaments to go till we come to the season end. Also, for those of you that may not know this, our friends, the Professional Women's Bowling Association, will be coming here to ABC West Father's Day, Thursday through Saturday for their own tournament. The return of professional bowling till Central Pennsylvania. There has been tournaments hosted here in the past. I was here one time to watch the professional men. It was back in the middle 90s. I forget the name of the gentleman who won it, but he shot 299 in the finals against Walter Ray Williams. Left a 2-pin. I actually do have highlights of that match on my Facebook page if you want to go find it. There will be a Pro-Am here with the pros on Thursday night. I believe it starts at 7, and then on Saturday night it starts at 7:30. The finals will be streamed live on Extra Frame, and maybe if all works out great, maybe PA Fats will be commentating. What can I help you with, Mr. Chad? Sure, I'll take the water. All right, so on the handicap side, the team of Baker, the number 1 seed, won their first game 188 to 161 over the 6 seed, the Harringtons. The 5 seed, the Carnal team, won by 1 stick over the Stark team 164 to 163. And the number 4 team, Landon Freeman, who's a yes. They beat the number 3 seed, the Polisic team, 213 to 183. So that is our handicap scores. By the way, the Baker team is getting 25 pins a game. The Harrington team is getting 20, Stark 48, Carnal 8, Polisic 41, and Freeman 35. So that takes care of the handicap side. As soon as I get the scratch scores, I will let you know. All right, here comes the scratch scores. Team 1, first seed, Warcrest Valley. What am I looking at? Okay. All right, so Team 6, Team Storm, beat Warcrest Valley 192 to 183 in Game 1. The team of bench players beat the team, the left is Walled, 216 to 214. And Team 5-pin beat Team Birick Nation. Is that what that is? Birick Nation?
Bink Nation.
Bink. Oh, Bink Nation. 222 to 160. So we have the 3 seed, the 5 seed, and the 6 seed winning their first match. One of the things I love about Baker Bowling is the team atmosphere. There's a lot of camaraderie that goes on. If you see down on the scratch side, you'll see all the competitors are basically standing. Haven't gotten that way yet on the handicap side, but we'll get there in the years to come. For those of you that do follow us on our Facebook page, and if you don't, why aren't you? I put a post last night that how much I feel Baker Bowling, the atmosphere becomes electrifying. For those of you from the state of Pennsylvania that might be used to high school bowling, if you make regionals and make states, you'll know that part of it is Baker. Lord knows yours truly is not really a fan of the slap out, but today it's a different story. I like it today. Alex asked me to explain the oil pattern. Well, it was a challenge shot today. It was sunset strip. The easiest way to describe sunset strip is it's, for us older bowlers, it was a typical shim pattern. Think of a Christmas tree. As it gets towards the bottom of the tree, the oil pattern gets wider and wider. And about every 3 or 4 boards, it gets a little shorter and shorter. So think of a Christmas tree and you would have today's sunset strip. Doesn't play particularly easy, as you can tell by the scores. Welcome to Baker. let's make sure we have this right. Tournament Director Matt. For those that go into a third game, the higher seed gets lane choice. Is that correct?
It keeps rotating back.
Oh, I am wrong. It rotates back and forth.
The first team had choice before they started the match.
Okay. So it does rotate back and forth, but before the match started, the higher seed had choice of where they wanted to start. Okay. So we got that taken care of.